Hello, I'm Katy Kavanaugh. That's me when I was about 8. That was about the time that I saw my first international film. And it left a memory that I couldn't shake, frankly. And later on, I found out that it was a Czech film called The Eel. And I think that, in part, is what drove me to do what I'm doing today. Making a documentary about how international films can impact childhood autobiographical memory. That's a pretty important part about how we see ourselves and how we see the world. And everybody has an autobiographical memory. Felix was an 11-year-old boy sitting behind the international jury on which I served of the Berlin Film Festival's Kinderfilmfest, now called Generation.
Meet Felix at about the time I met him in 2001. He was a regular at the Berlin Kinderfilmfest. Now, 10 years later, I wanted to know how all the foreign stories might have influenced his life so far. First, I had to find him.
And thanks to research I did through Stanford University, I was able to back up a notion I had that maybe, when seen in childhood, international films could have much more of an impact.
Your intuition is right that for young children, it's quite possible that an international film, something that gives you a different perspective, for all the principles we know about memory, would be more memorable. It would be distinctive.
So I had to find Felix and talk to a number of people to understand how films work in our memories. And I learned that, one, they're really easy to access. Those first film memories are really easy to access.
From my childhood is Alice in Wonderland of Walt Disney.
Kiriko. Amadeus from Milos Forman.
She was my childhood hero.
Die schöne Vasilissa, ein russischer Märchenfilm. Den werde ich nie vergessen.
And two, those memories can be directive.
I went to study in Japan for a year, and when the group of students were introducing themselves and talking about why they were there, and I just said that I was inspired by a childhood movie, so I made that reference to Fatty and Skinny, which I thought I remembered as Skinny and Fat.
And I was being touched by a film, little film, honestly made by a lady who struggled in Czechoslovakia to do her own films. She was called Ermina Kirlova, and I'm sorry she did not know she touched me.
And three, they may not be directive, but they still influence how we see the world.
It changes your perspective on things, and it gives you a feeling that the way you live isn't the only way possible.
And that's why I'm doing this project, because I believe that international films are a simple, accessible solution to bringing the world to people who cannot get out to it for reasons of economics or health or other reasons. And perhaps it's a stone left unturned for innovating how young audiences learn.